The experiences I've seen both at the federal level and in our work in Detroit suggest that even in very good times, entrepreneurs of color have difficulty getting access to capital. They have difficulty getting access to business networks for peer advice and for business opportunities. And they often have difficulty getting access to the range of skills they need to build out their business. And so skills, networks, and capital really have to go together for businesses to be able to thrive. Oftentimes, entrepreneurs of color don't have strong relationships for lending with local banks. They have difficulty getting access to the kind of old boys club in the community that they're working in. And so these barriers really make it much harder for entrepreneurs of color. And then you add on top of that basic structural problems in our society that have led to massive black-white wealth gap. So entrepreneurs of color are starting out without the kind of resources internally that enable white entrepreneurs to succeed. So it really is super challenging for them. Now, on top of all that, we're in the middle of a global pandemic. And as you pointed out in your introduction, entrepreneurs of color have gotten thwacked even harder by this COVID crisis than other small businesses, all of whom are suffering through this pandemic. So entrepreneurs of color tend to be located more in communities that are hit worse by COVID-19. I've certainly seen that in Detroit in our work in the Detroit Neighborhood Entrepreneurs Project. It's just been devastating. And people of color have been hit worse by the disease. So on top of the issues of economics and concentrated effects on economics, there have been concentrated public health effects in communities of color. So all these layers on top of each other make it really challenging for entrepreneurs of color in this environment.